I was trying to get a trim before I cut through, but my barber violated me.
Wait, where am I sitting? There, G. What do you mean he violated you?
Bro, that man said come at 7:30. I called him, see if he was free still. No answer, so I didn't even pull up.
Swear down.
Yeah.
Sit in the corner, G.
Didn't even pull up still.
Have you man heard about the you know they're doing mobile barbers now? Have you not heard of them?
Kai used one.
I used it, trim it.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Is that the only thing? Is that the only business that are doing it? Or is there more?
I don't know. That's just one I use. Must be the only one I know.
Do you
Trim
use
it.
them right now?
Yeah, I used it like last week.
Swear down.
Yeah.
What are they saying? Pattern?
It's calm. What, 30? You know when you know your barber gives you the 30 thing?
Yeah. Does your barber know that you're using the next mobile barber?
He's away.
Oh, is that why?
Can't
Okay.
chat to me anyway, bro. It's my money, bro. I never understand that. There's no loyalty in barbering.
No, there is still.
That's not still.
There isn't, bro.
There
There
is,
think
fam.
there was.
Yeah, there's
No,
not.
there is.
But
There
barbers
is.
ain't gonna be loyal to you.
Bro. Thank you.
You see,
What do you mean, bro? They're not gonna
when
be
the
loyal to you?
Bro, my barber said to me he's not back until Wednesday. It's his wife's birthday. Bro,
Yeah.
I need a trim.
Bro, man will book you in. Man will
I need holidays though.
cool.
and that.
Yeah, come here. But now, these days, man will book you in, and then, I don't know,
I
a
told
Chelsea footballer calls, man.
You can't.
Your thing's cancelled, bro.
Cancelled.
You're not getting a trim that day. You book for a Saturday morning. I don't know. Someone from Arsenal calls him and says, "I need a trim." Saturday morning. Just know your trim's done.
Let me show you how peak it is.
Your trim is done.
You got the same
That never
barber.
happened to me with my barber. Still, I can't lie.
Your barber weren't cutting the A-listers.
Maybe not.
My barber cancelled my own trim to let 3 of my brethren come and get lit in his house.
Stop
What,
it.
man, barber? Yeah.
Bro, I woke up at night in the middle of the night, checked WhatsApp story quick. I see the man them. I said,
They're getting
so
lit.
this is why I couldn't go to get
yeah,
my
it's peak.
trim.
It's peak. Barbering's peak, man. These men just fucking
Who's your
around.
barber T? Air him out right now, bruv. Air him out.
No.
do that.
Can't do that. Still, that's man's barber as well. Man's main. You get me? So it's a bit techie.
He
right
sounds
now.
like he's
The whole
moving
thing's
rage.
knocked off.
You don't ever want to know what he's moving rage. You get me? Well, hey, it's
He sounds
mad.
like he's moving rage, fam.
It's very mad. Still, very mad.
It's wild.
People don't cheat on your barber, man.
It's wild.
Well, do what you do. Your
I
thing,
wonder if
man.
women cheat on their hairdressers.
100%.
Or nails and that.
1000%.
No,
they
nail
must do.
techs. We know they cheat on their nail
And
techs.
hair-
Like,
No, but them have all got a favourite
but
on
the
that.
hair,
Those-
the hair, like stylists and that. I wonder if they.
I think they do. Cause I feel like they think certain hairstyles will be good for certain things. You see us, we got a factory setting trim. It's different.
Yeah.
Like your trim is your trim, but gal have like 5 different hairstyles, probably in like
And
fucking
not
6
everyone
months.
could do the same thing.
Yeah, not everyone can do the same hairstyle as
heard
good.
that.
So I think gal must just cheat on the hairdresser.
We probably got to get a girl in to speak on that still.
They must do. There's no loyalty
In
in
the future.
hairdressing, bro. I told you,
Cheat
man.
on your stylist.
Listen, I'm cheating on anyone, bro. If no, not like that. Sorry, I mean hairstyle. I
We're
mean
gonna have to
barbering.
cut that bit out.
Yeah,
so.
beat that. I mean barbering,
Or
bro.
we'll just make a clip out of that and send it to. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, barbering. I meant, if the barber's 30 and the next barber can pat a man up, man's there, bro. What the hell? I'm there.
No, I hear it still.
Fuck you mean, man?
I hear it. If you need a trim, you need a trim, my life.
Yeah, man. Fuck you mean?
Or you could just do your own thing.
Nah,
you know,
that's brazy.
T, you know, I've been telling the man them, because I got clippers at the crib, yeah? I've been telling the man them, like, yo, couple of the man them sometimes be like, just like what Kai said, like, raw, man, couldn't get a trim, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I told the man them all the time, I got clippers at the crib, you know?
Brazy.
Anytime
Man's
anytime you
CV
can't
is
get a
naked,
trim-
fam. Man's CV is naked.
anytime you can't get a trim,
You got to
like,
practice
slide
on
through,
the little
bro.
cousin.
Bro,
Set
practice
the
on
trim with
something.
the back. If
Something.
it's got to work like that.
I cut my own hair, innit? Right
Bro,
now, I
one
can't show
level on
no
a
one
trackie,
because-
though. One level on
You
a
get what I'm
trackie.
saying?
You do
But-
one level on a trackie, though.
Yeah, but it's neat, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not
I
neat.
can't do the fade thing. I
Exactly.
don't
So
feel
you want me to
comfortable
get in
doing the
there and
fade thing.
so what's man gonna do?
Yeah, it's a one level and a shape still.
So man's gonna get in the chair and just get a one level and a shape.
yeah, that's what man need,
No,
bro.
that's what you need, my guy. I need a fade me off.
You know what I
need
don't
to
like
fade
about?
me
You know
off.
I've never had a fade, innit?
Why?
What I don't like about the fade thing, yeah. I don't know. Everyone likes the fade thing. You see me, yeah. You see when it's growing back, it looks messy, fam.
Yeah.
You see me, yeah. When I do my one level and the
It
shape
goes back all
thing,
together.
like it grows back all together. Like 2 weeks down the line, 2.5 weeks down the line, man can still touch road and feel comfortable.
I hear that.
You get what I'm
Now
saying?
you are right. After a week,
You see,
the
after
fade
the
is
faders,
expired.
you man are rolling around with woolly hats,
Yeah,
hoodies,
Yeah. No, I hear that.
bellies.
Still.
You know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
that still. I'm
So
just.
I
I'm
can't
outside.
do it.
Yeah, no, it's true. I hear that still. That is a good
This
point.
is why I used to just get ones because it was just
The
simple.
one, yeah, you used to get ones as well. Still.
Simple, easy.
One level on the
I
trackie,
stopped getting the
fam.
ones up. You know, after man stopped going barbers with your parents, I stopped getting ones. You know when your mum used to like follow you
Yeah,
and
the
like
slappers.
sit you in the chair and that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, you bet what trim do you want? But it was your mum telling, not even you. You had no say. Mum said, listen, this is what you're getting. I used to get that.
The ones
level.
lasted the longest.
Yeah, of course, that's why. Because man had to go to school and that. Weren't trying to re-up every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
No, man had to
yeah.
get trim every 2 weeks, like you said.
Yeah, that's mad,
Parents weren't
bro.
trying to pay
And
for
do you
that
know when I
foolishness.
started cutting my own hair, how much peas man started saving?
Yeah,
as well.
that's a big point still.
Crazy, bro.
That's a big point.
I know,
still.
man, bro. Like in certain places, man, bro.
Was you always cutting your
the
hair?
prices-
Did you learn through COVID like everybody
No,
else?
no.
You
man
cutting it way
didn't know.
before
Do you
that,
know
innit?
what, fam? So man was doing the bar lead thing for a sec. I cut the clippers and I was doing the bar lead thing. True saying, my
that
dad's
one
got a
time.
bar lead in it, so I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. So man just tried the bar lead thing, and it was working.
You're
You get what I'm
brave,
saying? Man
man.
was getting some love.
Man went bald for no reason.
Yeah, man was getting some love and that. People were like, you know, it suits you, you know. And then after a while, I was like, nah, man can't be doing the bar lead
When
thing.
did
I'm
you
too
do the
young.
bald head thing?
Huh?
When did you do it?
It was like a couple years ago still. So I was rocking the bar lid. And I was like, man's feeling it. And after a while, I stopped feeling it, innit? So then I just started doing like the lower trim. Bought a little detailer. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
that.
For
You
the
can fade. You might as
shapers.
well fade then.
No, but I need to, if I was going to do a fade, like, man, I need to practice it.
Yeah, of course.
But the one level thing, I could do that in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Man's got a big like floor to ceiling mirror. Man can just do my thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
see
saying?
all the
Cut
angles.
that, and then I'm nice, fam. You get me? 2 weeks, and then man just do it again next couple of weeks. You get what I'm saying?
Man's what involved in trimming.
But I've been telling the man them like, yo, if you can't get a trim, holler at your boy, slide through.
And how many men have slide through?
None.
Slits. 0.
None.
You know
For
what I'm
now,
saying?
innit?
You're not
For
even
now.
chancing the shape up.
Bro, nothing. No clippers can't touch.
T,
me
you know it's
from
gonna
me,
get
so.
peak, fam. When the man them, yeah. If we got when they were saying we were going into a third lockdown, I was like, bro, the man them are gonna be lining up. At
I'll
my
trim
door
myself.
soon, you know?
I faded myself during
They're
the last
gonna be
lockdown.
lining up at man's door if they lock down this place
did
and the man them
still.
can't get
Remember
trimmed.
You did.
What?
It wasn't that bad.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, when he cut
It wasn't
himself.
that
faded
bad.
Nah, it
myself.
was a bit meaty.
It was
still.
meaty. Obviously, the fade, it weren't faded, but it was a little tapered thing. First
Nah, it
time
was
ever.
meaty, guy. It was
First
meaty.
time ever, you get me? I was outside. All it was, yeah, when it was fresh, it was meaty. But after about 3-4 days, it looked calm.
It
You know what I'm trying to say?
faded in
It faded
slightly.
in. Had a little bit of a maturation. You know what I'm trying to say? Marination. It was
That is
calm.
young.
I was here still.
That's
But
funny
yeah, man.
still.
Man ain't having no third lockdown anyway, so.
I think another one's coming.
What? Let's calm yourself
Is it?
down.
I feel like another one's coming.
Oh, we have to see, man. I
Hopefully
think
not.
we're in the clear. To be
Yeah,
fair,
Oh, should be next week.
inshallah, fam. Inshallah.
people are out right now. It's Halloween. If you're listening right now, it's Halloween.
We're inside.
Yeah, we're inside.
We don't
People
pay
are
with no
outside.
pagan holiday, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, there's a lot of people outside. When I was coming here, I seen there's a lot of people dressing up and that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
People doing the blood thing,
The
wich
yard, remember the
thing.
yard we passed on the way here, bro? That
I
yard
think
in
it's
Chelsea.
personally, I think it's too much.
The
Innit?
yard was crazy.
I think it's too much. But shout out to everyone that
Celebrating.
That
Happy, it's happy.
celebrates
Yeah, that's what it is.
Halloween
Happy Halloween. That's what they say.
you lot celebrate that.
Can't do it,
Nah,
brother.
brother.
Can't do it.
So we-
Is
man
it-
don't,
is it-
man
is
don't
it
want
a
to
black
wake up
thing?
no
The black
spirits.
people
You get me?
celebrate it.
Do you know what? Black people celebrate it a lot. I know people that go out and celebrate it, but
That do the trick or treat thing. I never done that as a kid.
I did as
you
a
know.
youth. Couple parties in that. Couple parties.
I
Man,
done
definitely
it
did it.
once as a kid. But then my grandparents was like,
What are you doing?
"You're begging. You're begging. If you want sweets, go to the cupboard.
Yeah.
Get some money, do some work."
Old school way. Yeah, man. That used to be the vibe still. Now, I wonder what you get a trick or treating now. I know it's so advanced that I wouldn't be surprised if people are giving out like flipping,
No, it's still sweets. It
Memory
must be.
cards
Still
and shit.
sweets. It's still sweets.
giving out like memory cards and shit, and like fucking Mercedes key cars and shit. I don't know.
No, it's
Guys,
it must be
techie out
still
there now.
sweets.
That's the upper echelon sweets.
Yeah, I hear that still.
Yeah.
The ones from the
boxes.
gift box and that.
The
Or the
heroes.
chocolate.
The heroes.
Ferrero Rocher and that. Or is that
Yeah.
too? That's too much, isn't it?
No,
Ferrero
I
Rocher.
could be getting that, but fuck it.
They come forward stuff.
Yeah, looking forward, bro.
Yeah, no, man never celebrated that still. When I was younger, I think there was a lot of celebrations man wanted to take part in
I wasn't allowed.
that man wasn't really, like, my mom wasn't really feeling
Bro,
it. Halloween was one of them.
We've got a brethren who don't celebrate birthdays. But man's outside on his
He's
birthday.
always outside on his birthday.
I think man just don't do. I think it's just a thing where if no one don't know, people celebrate stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I've realised. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Once you get older, like, when did you do trick or treating? How old was your first time?
No, I don't think I ever done it.
Oh,
I've
ever?
never done it still.
Yeah. Oh, you said you
but
did it
like
once.
when I
innit?
was younger, I remember like
1 and 2.
wanting to, and
Yeah.
my mum was like, "Yo, that's some pagan
Devil
thing.
thing. Yeah.
That's
It's
a-
funny that man thinks that, you know.
Yeah,
like everything's just a
that's some
devil
pagan
thing.
thing.
Anything that man don't understand or want to be involved in, that's a devil thing.
I don't really know the origins of it, but like
What,
when you look
Halloween?
around there and you see people dressing up in like witch costumes and putting pumpkins with like devil horns on it.
We saying it can't be good for the system, for the
I don't
for
know.
the
It's a bit,
universe.
it's a bit mad, innit? Witchcraft and that.
Yeah. To be
Witchcraft, all of these things dressing up as the devil.
Yeah.
Man will speak about the devil for 12 months straight. And
Yeah.
boom, 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 he's dissing that.
that, and then one day you want to be.
I
Man.
know Christians though that have been out on Halloween.
Of course,
Like,
they're outside. It's
Dressing
lit.
up and that.
Then in church the next day.
Yeah. Bro, they heard it's lit. They're outside,
It's a
fam.
Sunday, Halloween on a Sunday. That's thinking raw. That's a mad clash still.
Yeah. It's a mad. It's a mad
Yeah,
contradiction
On
still.
the holy day supposedly.
It's a mad contradiction still that man's outside right now with devil horns on and that. And then man's all talk. Yeah, it's holy.
And they
day.
got the kids. They got the kids dressing up, like blood splatters on them.
Yeah,
Oh man, I
it's
see
mad.
mad things.
I'm just saying, man might
costumes
rise
and
up a spirit. You get what I'm trying to say?
that. Yeah,
Man
it's
might
crazy.
rise up a spirit by accident. You get what I'm trying to say? And then boy, you have to learn, fam. I remember when I saw like Paranormal Activities in the movie, man thought that shit was real.
Yeah.
So fam, man have to calm down with these.
See, man, don't
spirits
even
and-
watch the horrors. We spoke about this
Oh,
before. I
come
don't
on.
even watch
Yeah,
horrors.
you
man.
can't do it.
He's childish for that.
No, I
remember.
don't do it still.
Do you watch
Like,
horrors?
yeah, bro, that's don't mean nothing.
But you don't watch horrors.
No,
Why?
no.
It don't mean nothing. It's fake. It's acting.
I told the story. You're gonna have to go back and check.
But
that
bro,
one out. It's the-
like, there's a guy behind the camera just going cut, action. It's all fake.
No, but
Yeah,
it's a
facade,
facade. Some of them are based off of real stuff.
Yeah, I hear that.
Supposedly.
you
I
see
hear
me.
that,
You see
but-
when I watch stuff,
Nah,
I
it's-
internalize it in it. So I can't be internalizing them things there. You see, bro, if I'm at the crib and I'm by myself, like my girl or my son's not in the crib, bro, and I'm by myself.
You say you can't
No
watch it?
way, bro.
I said,
I
no
couldn't-
way.
I'd be walking around with all the lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm one of them guys. I can't watch them things because I'll just be thinking like, right.
What, someone comes?
If I hear a noise, like, raw, what's that? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
paro like that.
He's an idiot thing. Man, watch all of that, man. Watch all of that. Enjoy it. It's entertainment. And soak it out, man.
Have
Don't
you
be a
ever
pussy
been at
like
home,
this.
yeah?
Yes, and
After you've watched the horror,
yes.
and what's the vibe?
Man
like?
shook.
So why would you want to do that?
Because I got to an age where I realised it's a movie and there's someone behind the camera going, cut, action, play, oh, can you stand here please, action. Then after they take the costume off and they sit in the yard and
Yeah,
they
but you
eat
can't
and
see
watch.
that though.
I know, but I know that's what happens. I know it's fake.
So what is there?
That's why Paranormal Activity got me, because it was meant to be a biopic, whatever you want to call
the
it.
recording process and that, obviously, that has to be done in a certain way. But some of these things that are based off of real events.
It's still a story being told, so it's fake.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, good question. Ooh, good question. I've had sleep paralysis before.
I have as
that
well.
thing there, listen.
I don't
That
think
thing,
it's a ghost
that's
though.
an
And
ex-
I don't know. That is something brazy, bro.
that is mad. So.
That is something brazy. That is a ghost to me still.
I think that's
Not sleep paralysis is a ghost, but man has definitely felt like someone's watching over man
Yeah, that one.
during that.
When I
But it's mad when I see paralysis. I have to trick myself. I have to go, the house is getting robbed. The house is getting robbed.
How
Get
many
up.
times have you had
Get
it?
up. Bro, you don't want to know. I think I
Bear.
Yeah, bro. Not more than like, yeah, bear.
Swear, I've only had it
Yeah.
once. Still,
Bear.
what time that at night do you reckon you get it?
Just before I go to sleep.
it's always at
It's-
night though,
They
innit?
say it's when you're caught between like mad tired. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
still
they say that's
slightly
something to do with
awake.
your brain,
Yeah,
innit?
it's
Yeah.
trapped in the middle.
Yeah. Just always both like
Bruv,
nighttime.
I remember
yeah.
when I dislocated man's knee.
Yeah.
Man got it early stage because I wasn't sleeping then at all.
Man couldn't even
for
run away.
weeks. So, man, I woke up one night, my eyes are open, but I'm feeling this. I'm being held. Can't move nowhere. My family that everyone's on holiday. I'm on crutches. Can't move nowhere.
Yeah, it's long.
Stop
And the
it.
room that I'm sleeping in at this point was at the bottom of my house.
Yeah,
innit?
of course,
So
you couldn't go
There's no
upstairs.
windows. The room is pitch black. Can't move.
Yeah, it's long. Man just gotta say, listen, it's my time. I'm gone.
Yeah, I feel right.
Man
If
just
this
gotta
is
say,
what's gonna
take me.
be,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, man has to be ready.
I'm ready.
Man has to be ready. Still, man's thinking, fam.
After then, man was shook to even go sleep. Shook.
Is it?
Bro, it's long. Sleep
Mine was a
paralysis
bit
is
different still.
crazy.
So I woke up, yeah. I remember man had this sleep paralysis. These times I don't even know what it is, innit? Like the first time you get it, I don't think anyone knows actually what it
What
is.
it is, yeah, of course, it's all
just an
new to man.
experience,
Yeah,
and you're
it's
like,
a mad
"Bro,
experience.
what the-"
Just
And then you
happens to
start
man.
searching, and then it's like,
Crazy.
people been having these experiences called sleep paralysis, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I had it. It was just like you said, like man. I think man had a nap, but man was still awake, kinda. So I was caught in between, like in purgatory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that little zone.
That's how it feels as well, innit? You feel awake.
Yeah.
You feel-
And then I just remember, like my eyes opened slightly, and then I just felt like something holding me down, and then I felt like man was getting sawed in my neck, like sawed off.
See what I'm saying?
And I was like
Yeah.
twitching and
Yeah,
shit.
the twitching thing happens as well. Still, the twitching thing, the like the sudden kind
And
of
then
like
I'm trying to bust out of it.
Yeah, that thing happens.
And then I remember busting out of it, but it's good thing, yeah, that all the lights were on in the place, because like man woke up, I didn't see no one, and I was like, oh, like that must have been fake. And I started laughing, you know. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I just searched it, and I was like, right, it's this sleep paralysis thing, and a lot of people suffer from it.
Yeah, bro.
But more than once, like.
Bro, I got invited to sleep school for it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was such thing.
Yeah, bro. They told man to come sleep school because I think it got linked with grieving to me, innit?
Yeah.
That was my mum when I was 17, and it started triggering around there. I never had it as a kid or nothing. Had it like I'd say like 18 to 21, I'd say, but like often I couldn't give you amount of times. And then yeah, bro, man, it's just grown out of man really now. But yeah, they invited man to sleep school, but I thought, fam, man's not gonna sleep properly in there. So what's the point?
What
That
does
basically
sleep school entail?
they just basically look at you sleep, bro, like Big Brother, innit?
Swear down.
Maybe why are you up to some shit or something? I don't know. But I just said, nah, man's not rolling to that. You get me? I said, nah, man.
So what kind of people was there? Was it like all
No,
young
man never went.
people
Man just
or-
went to the GP first, but they said
Okay.
man has a sleep school to just watch you sleep. I think for 48 hours.
in that
not
sleep
sleep
school? What kind of people go in there though?
Well, I don't know. I just thought it would be like flipping. You know that movie with the guy that's got like split personalities? I think it's called Split.
Yeah, Split.
I thought, yeah, it'd be like that, fam. I'm not rolling, cuz. I'm not rolling in there. Man, they put man in the white thing and
So
that.
what,
Said
you
man
have
to
to stay there for
stay there for 48 hours. Not sleep for 48 hours. Stay there for 48 hours so they can see
I
your
don't think
2-night
you
sleep
ever
plan.
would've been leaving, bro.
Bro, that's what I said. I said, no chance.
Yeah, you're crazy.
You're crazy.
this,
Yeah,
that.
everybody.
Have to monitor you for about
For
12 months.
Yeah, bud.
Just
Put man on
just
the,
chill,
the
relax.
list. You get me? No chance.
The system's got you now.
But I said, nah. Man knows what that's linked to. It's just linked to, like I said, probably a bit of grieving and whatever. That's what triggered mine. But
Speak on that, bro.
yeah, no, I think that's just like
That whole experience. You said you lost your mum at
Yeah.
17. What was that experience like for you?
it's different, innit? But
Because
it's,
you're still coming into
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
it's-
man, innit?
it's different, but it's like all man knows as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And when I say all man knows, obviously I knew my mum alive, but as in like it's your reality. So you're just dealing with what you've been told. That information is all you can adjust for. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I always said, remember I told you in the previous episode, my dad always taught man, don't worry, don't look at an next man's situation and think, raw man, wish it could be them. Like I have a saying when people say, why me? I say, why not?
Yeah.
Man's not any different to anyone else. So you kind of just have to think like, what can man do to just keep it pattern? Like man has a good family unit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Man has good brethren who help man during that period. But I'd say stressful wise, it was on top, bro. Like you go through shit in it that you're thinking, fam, I just want to talk to man's mum, but you can't.
Yeah.
So you just kind of figure it out. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Obviously my dad's there, so man can always chat to him. But you just figure it out, bro. You figure it out as you go. Still, there's no right or wrong.
I always thought, for a lot of people, like, even my dad, my dad lost his mum when he was like 5 in a house fire.
Yeah, that's me.
Which is crazy. But obviously, because he was so young,
Yeah.
it's like he didn't really get the full
Yeah,
experience with
his mum.
his mum.
So all he kind of knows is life without mum.
Yeah,
really,
and then obviously as you get older, obviously the younger you lose your parents, the less kind of memories you have with them.
Course.
So he's gotten older now, and he's at an age where it's like he probably
Don't really
doesn't have any recollection of his mum because he lost her so young. And the same kind of with my sister, my little sister. She lost her mum when she was a lot younger, and like I'm starting to see her grow now. But it's like when you get to a certain age and you look back, it's like, do you still have memories and
Of course. Even like little dreams and that, as I say, it's all linked to stress. But then it's similar to what you just said. I kind of always think this is my mindset. Like I was 17, but my little brother and sisters were 11.
Yeah.
So I think, alright, cool. I got 17 years, they got 11. Like they're more hard done by. That's how I had to look at it to just give me that like man had the best, not the best, but positive. Do you get what I'm trying to say? To take something away from it, because bro, someone's always gonna have a sort of a worse off story than you. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's hard to think like that.
Yeah,
though,
it's
when
hard to
you're
think like
living
that, but I
in
think
it,
that's what got me through.
innit?
That's what personally got me through. So, for example, like even T, like touching on it, like you lost both your parents, innit?
Yeah, both of them.
So, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, man has to think sometimes. Obviously, he's my brother. I've known him since we were about 15, like, coming up to like 10 years now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? 15, 16. So it's not a conscious thought, but I might go, raw, man, I lost my mum, but bro, someone like T's going through losing both his parents. Man can get through this. You get what I'm trying to say? He's got through it. He's here. Like, man's, bro, like you said, he was a runner. Like, his story's kind of mad. You get me? You even might want to go into it, but like, things that happened to him, and it's like, if he can get through it, or, you get me? Like I said, my little brother and sisters were 11. My sister goes uni. My other sister just got promoted in her job. My brother's doing his thing. I'm thinking, these men are 18 now, 19. They're doing their thing. What's the excuse for me at my age to not be? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But
T, speak on your experience, man. About that.
Me, I lost my mum 2003, so I was about 7. Yeah, 7, 10, 8. And like I was chatting to my older brother about it the other day, and that call I've had to deal with it since 7 up until 26.
How old was your brother at
My
the
brother
time?
was 13.
Okay.
13, yeah. I think my brother was 13. My sister would have been 11, I believe, yeah. So for me, it's like, at this point, you just deal with it, innit? But that's, like you said at the start, each year is like another year without a parent. You can't really have them conversations. So it's difficult still, but I've dealt with it for the last 19 years. But it's like each year without a parent, it's like, raw, I wish that the parent was there so you could have these conversations.
even
like,
to see stuff, bro, like see
stuff. Like there's been times like I've been out, like it could be like Mother's Day or something weird like that, and I'm seeing like a whole family with their mum, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even do that. Cool, there's my nan and whatnot, but it's different.
Definitely.
Because I lived with my mum for a period of time, and like it's molded me in a way as well. It's made me humble.
I was gonna say, what do you think keeps man, like, bro? Let's be honest, yeah. There's people that in them scenarios that lose it, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to say that like you're the world's most successful man here, but I'm saying you know what you're doing in life, innit? You got a plan, you got execution, and you're doing your thing. You're outside. You get what I'm trying to say? You're here. You're not like secluse. You're not, like man said, in a mental home and that. Where some people go down that route when these things happen. But what do you think kept you sort of like, boom, man's gonna continue, bro? Like this, I'm still going. Like I'm not here because, like you said, after that you lost your dad more recently. Is that correct?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, bro, man's lost both man's parents, but man's still saying, I'm going. I'm doing what I need to do. What do you think keeps that like there?
I guess from young, I always wanted to be something from young. So even like before my mum had passed, like if it that was sports, I was always trying to like do the best card. Like my parents was there watching at the time, or my nan, or if it was something, even if it was like a little school play, the little Christmas fete. I want to be the loudest. So But so me, I was always guided by just things that I was passionate about. That always kept me away from foolishness. Like, there was a period of time where like I was angry, like super angry. I was having to go to like anger management classes, counselling, bereavement counselling, all these things when I was young. I wouldn't say much when I went to any of these things. I just sit there because it's like, you lot don't understand.
I know them ones.
But it was always like sports or just something to just keep me busy that kept me away from that.
Give man a passion to drive on.
Like just getting too deep into mad and thinking, raw, this has happened, so now I just got to go do the mad thing. Yeah,
because I think like all the time, like your parents are for me, innit? This is personal to me. My parents are the biggest reason why I fucking behave. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to bring no shame. I don't know about you, man, but the shame thing is long. You get me? I remember one time in like, I don't know, year 2, year 3, man got a phone call home.
Them ones are serious, you know.
Brother? I said,
prepare for them ones.
Brother? I said, man ain't getting another one home again, rude boy. You see the beating I got? Brazy still, my dad had to save me. Still. Like, my dad fully interjected, fam. My dad, like, man was getting beat, knowing that it wasn't just what I did at school. Like my mum had a hard day. You know the beats coming through saying, don't do that
She's
again,
pissed off
bro.
from
Something else. Man's getting beat for something. I'm getting beat for something at work that happened now.
Beatings for issues that ain't
Yeah,
yours.
brother,
They're
I'm
not
getting
your
beat.
issues.
They're not my issues. But I said I gave the woman a reason though. I gave her a reason. That's
She
why
just took it out on you.
took it out on man. I said, yeah, no one ain't calling home for me again, fam. Like ever again, bro. Not happening, fam. So that's what I'm saying. From there, that was always my thing of, bro, man's just gonna behave because it's just shameful on man's name. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A man has cousins, whatever, been in and out of jail. See how my aunties and uncles react to that. I say, yeah, man's parents can't go through that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's interesting to see that, like, your thing, even when your parents, well, your mum was gone, was just from within you, like using different things to keep you motivated. Because a lot of people don't do that, bro. They don't understand that. Like, that's good that you've kind of spoken that, because it lets people know that if you find something and channel with it, you don't have to be like, you know, flipping trying to be a professional or whatever, but just do it. Take your mind off it.
I try to explain that to like peer people, because you know I speak to a man that might be on the road and they've lost a parent and they're like, raw, my life has been like boom, 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 and I'm like, we've both had a similar situation, but the same shit, the same energy that you're using to channel into being on the block or being here or just doing foolishness, if you took that same mindset and pull it into something positive, you'll probably excel quicker in this positive thing than that. So for me, that was always my thing, like just channel whatever. So when I do athletics, I was always saying, this is for my mum, this is for my mum, this is for my mum. It'll get me across that line first. If man used to kick ball, I was dead. Man is doing this for this reason.
No, that, bro, you need that fire though. You need that fire. Like I said, it's not even like to say, oh, like you said, kicking ball, you wasn't the best at kicking ball, whatever. But man wanted to do it and make sure man just does it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Whereas a lot of people be like, oh, man's kicking ball, but like you said, oh, the block's calling. Man's just gonna go to the block, fam. Man ain't got nothing to worry about anyway. Man's mum's not here, so what's the point? Whereas that probably did keep you get me, on the straight.
Do you man
have
any experiences that you can think about, like after like something tragic like that happens, where you was like acting out, maybe like in school or outside of school, and then when you think back to it now, you're like, yeah, that's because like man was angry or man was grieving. Like, can you think of any experiences that you had that you think back now and you was like, yeah, I only done that because of what you was going through?
Yeah, man was definitely cold for a period of time towards anyone.
Speak on that.
Just like, fuck it, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, fuck it. There's nothing you can do to man that's worse than what man's been through. So fuck it. Your feelings, like when I was talking to girls
like
and that.
Friends or relationships?
Yeah, both, bro. Both.
Was it?
Both, yeah. Like, what can you do? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not like, what can you do to me? But, alright, cool, you burnt my bridge. Man's lost my mum, bro. Alright, cool. Not that they ever got to that, you get me? Because man's brethrens, bro, they were mad supportive, you get me? Man can't even say man had brethrens who kind of like didn't understand man's situation, you get me? If anything, bro, they my brethrens are my brethrens, you get me? They're still my brethrens to this day for that reason, you get what I'm trying to say? They checked them and everything. But even like relationship wise, bro, back then, like, see, man was like 17, 18, so not really a relationship, you get what I'm trying to say? But old links or whatever. Man was cold, bro. Man was cold. Man's just thinking, fam, alright, like, you know when girls are saying like, oh, man, 17, 18, like I said, but girls are saying like, oh, you're not very caring and that. Thinking, so you're worrying about the wrong things, like, bro, I don't have time for this, fam. Like, this is a minor thing in the perspective of big life, I would say, and like being selfish as well. That was a big thing still for man, because I used to think it's me versus the world. Yeah, that was my mindset for a period of time, because it's like, T might understand this a bit more, but it's like, if I don't have me, that's it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, no one else does at this current moment in time. Like, if I don't look after myself in whatever way, shape or form I think is relevant, no one's going to have like their arm over the shoulder for man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like when you're younger, let's say, for example, let's just say money issues, because that's a big one where you kind of see who's real, who's fake or whatever you want to call it, yeah? Like some people be like, oh yeah, man's down so-and-so, but man's at home anyway. Man's mum will, do you get me, patter man. Man's dad will patter man. Whereas in my head, I tried to live, well, I did live, like I don't have that luxury. Yeah, yeah. So let's say 17, 2 bags is a lot of money to a man or whatever. That will be 0 for me. If man's got 2 bags in my account, that's me living like man's got nothing. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like man's being tight with that rude boy. Because if this 2 bags goes, I'm on the roads. That's how I feel. Not the roads that on the road. I mean, black bag on the roads. You get me? Homeless. So That was my little thing. I don't know. T might have a different experience, but that was my
What
thing.
about you,
Still.
T? Did you have any experiences that you can think back to?
Yeah, for me, it's basically what you just said. Yeah, losing a parent's like, what's worse than that?
Yeah.
So for me, even like now, it's a mindset I'm trying to get out of, but there's nothing anybody can do to me that's worse than that. You can tell me, I could be chatting to a girl, I could be with you for 3 years. If you wake up tomorrow and say, I don't want to be with you, it's fine, I'm good. I'm easy, but
The nonchalant
it's
thing.
bad.
Yeah.
Carl.
No, it's true.
It's bad.
It's
in the
damaging,
sense
innit?
that
It desensitizes.
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
like,
100,
I
100.
don't really feel much, but you can't just live your life like not feeling or not caring, car. You're just gonna end up being like solo in this world, which for some people is cool, but
How do you get away from that then? Because do you know what? You man, I'm sitting here, yeah, like a person with 2 parents, like I'm sitting here, and even though you man have said like, yeah, I was like, obviously you went through what you both went through, and you was cold and you was selfish. Like there's people like I can think of times where I've been like that,
Yeah.
and I've got both parents.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like there's been times where I've been like, bruv, I don't give a shit.
fuck, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm on my solo shit, or I don't want to talk to no one,
Yeah.
or I'm angry for like it seems no reason. You get what I'm trying to say? So like thinking about that, there's people, as I said, like that probably have 2 parents that go through
yeah.
some of those
100.
things, and probably like take it for granted as
100,
well.
100.
You know what I mean?
I think like, no, definitely. I think you're right. I think like a question to you maybe, Buck, is like, in a linear world, I'm trying to word this in a most respectful way. Not that it's disrespectful or anything, or anyway, but in a linear world, you want your parents to go before you, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you think, like, my man's older, to be fair, T lost at 7, and the other day lost his dad, and I lost at 17. But how does someone like yourself think about that? Like, because people say to me, like, for example, my grandma had COVID, yeah? And she's 81, or yeah, she's turning 81.
Yeah.
And I was like, everyone in my family was like, oh my God. And I was like, what, she's 81, fam? Like, what do you want her to do? Live her to 100? Like, if she goes, like, she's had a good innings, you get what I'm trying to say? Some people, like, I speak to my brethren and that, and they're just like, no, man, can't imagine life without man's mom. I'm thinking, but you have to prepare for that, you know, or you want to be as much well prepared as possible. Have you ever thought about that?
And for me, constantly, bro.
Yeah.
And it sounds like super morbid. Cause
No, it's the,
my dad
it's real.
watches the podcast as well.
No, but it's real though. This
But-
is real, because he also, this is how I see it, yeah. The type of personality my mum was, if man was crying and that every day, bro, she might beat me again, bro. The same beating I got in year 2, you get me, from the sky. So it's just about understanding, bro. Man's mum wouldn't want me personally to be just here. Like, my mum used to joke in that. Man used to call her name in the house, like, if you know that's doing something trivial, like, mum, where's the remote?
Yeah.
She's like, you won't call my name when I'm dead. That's what my mum was on. She's mad bantery, but like mad flat with it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So depends what your parents are like, but I don't think they'll want man to be like, oh, I can't wait, like, I can't cope if you're gone and that.
And for me,
That's
like,
dead.
bro, my whole, like, as man's been getting older, my whole thing is like just preparing, innit? Just preparing. And I think, like, man started like reading bare, like, just bare different stuff that would like expand my mind when I was a lot younger, yeah. And it was just teaching man about like non-attachment and stuff. You get what I'm saying? And like how people grieve for a lot longer. Like, alright, let's talk about this. How long is a grieving period supposed to be?
Well, it's forever, bro.
That's forever still.
Forever.
For that, it don't. It
Yeah,
never
it can't
ends.
go.
So it could be forever, but
It has heights, innit?
it could be for some people a day, innit?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It could be.
I'll take you through the day when one passed. I didn't grieve that day at all. I went football training.
And then you could be calm like for years.
Yeah.
And then like 10 years later,
Yeah, it can hit you.
it hits you, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think being non-attached, yeah, is not detached. Like, obviously there has to be some care,
Of
innit?
course.
But like being non-attached, so you're like at peace with
Yeah,
like the stuff that's actually happening.
100%.
Because bro, it might not be your parents. It could be like your best friend.
Yeah.
Or it could be like your child. You know what I'm trying to say? That shit happens as well.
Course.
Like, we're all thinking like, yeah, we're gonna
Parents, yeah. That's what I said in the
we're
linear.
gonna be the ones to go, but
Yeah.
like it might be your daughter or your son.
Bro,
you know what I'm trying to
facts.
say? So, like, you have to think about that as well. Like, your partner, if you're in a relationship, you know what I'm trying to say? And I think, like, being at peace with just, like, everyone's going to have their time. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
And whenever, like, your time is, or your parents' time is, or your grandparents' time is, like, you just have to, not saying, like, be okay with it. Like, there may be a grievance
No, but you do have to.
period, but you have to.
You do have to be okay
at
with it.
peace with it.
No, you do have to
You know
be
what I'm trying to
okay
say?
with it. Because, bro, it will mess up your life in the long run, bro.
Yeah, of
Do
course.
you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're there harboring over, you know, as blunt as it sounds, someone who's passed. They're no longer here. Now, that could be a driving force, like T said, for you to do more, bro. Or it can be, like I said, a hindrance. You get what I'm trying to say? It depends what your mindset is towards that.
With Steph, I know people that they don't handle it well. So
Yeah.
somebody will pass, and it's like, however they deal with it, they're gonna deal with it that way.
Especially if that person, was like
Close.
instrumental
Yeah,
in
their
your
life.
world.
Yeah,
innit?
100.
It's like,
Like,
they
for
don't-
some people, when someone dies in, like, their inner circle, or they know someone, like, people, like, we know people that have had friends that have passed,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
And it's like shit, that's
Yeah.
mad. And like, every year you'll see the posts go up and whatnot, but like, people get on with it, innit?
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of the day. Or like, even like musicians, like, you can have a favorite rapper or
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
musician that passes, and it's like
Damn.
shit, but like, people get on with it, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But like, if that's someone that's in your like
Direct
world,
line. Yeah.
who's like very important, that's no longer there, like, overnight, that for some people could, like,
It tips them. It
Yeah,
tips
yeah,
them.
it can for
For
certain.
example, like my dad, when my grandma passed away, 2016, my dad's mum, they lived with each other. So
Yeah,
she passed at 80. So my dad would 80. I think my dad would have been like 40 something. So that's 40 years straight. Since my grandma passed, he was never the same person again. Didn't come out the yard. So he let that take him.
Dictate him.
Like, that dictated him right up until like he passed away. So it's like subconsciously he was ready to go back and meet.
Yeah. His mum.
Yeah. And it's mad that, you know, people have to deal with it like in that way, like they lost someone so pivotal, and then it's like, yeah, you can't see no way to live on without this person. So
That's a lesson for me, though. You
it's
know.
like when old people, when like old people, they've been married for like
Yeah. One person
It's like-
dies.
one side of their heart is gone.
Yeah.
So it's like
Bro, they die straight away, fam.
straight away.
I've been saying the
Facts.
Queen. Anyway, let me not. I've been saying the Queen's lucky to be alive, fam. 'Cause since my
guys
man,
gonna get us cancelled again.
since my man passed and that, you get me. She's still here fighting strong. But I'm thinking, I'm sure my man was dead a long time ago. He looked like he had a battery in him or something.
Yeah, they kept him going.
You see the way he's driving that Range Rover with his eyes, you get me, peeled
Death
back.
on
and that.
wheels.
I said, yeah, brother, this is a fake body. This is a mummy. Man gave him the, you know, the put him in the range. Man gave him the thing in the hospital, fam. But you know what though, T? Now going back to that, I think that's a lesson, you know, because depending on how you want to live your life, I don't know if you personally did this, yeah, but if you saw that, I'm sure that probably made you think, fuck, man personally don't want to be like that. Do you get what I mean? Like seeing your dad like that, like, man don't want to be like that. Man wants to be different.
Yeah.
And probably made man subconsciously go, cool, man just gonna have to embrace it. Because if I kind of live how it seems how your dad was living towards the latter end of his years, you kind of are a bit morbid, a bit recluse, a bit
If you don't,
in. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
yeah, that one lesson I can tell anybody. But this works for me. It might not
Yeah,
work for
yeah,
everybody.
of course.
When people pass, they pass in it. Like your life is continuing, and I always tell people, would you want to not continue your life and let everything that you built collapse? Because you know this person that's passed, cool, they're looking down. So go make them proud.
Yeah,
Let that
yeah.
be your driving force rather than wallowing and just allowing shit to eat you up.
Yeah. But that means two people are passed, bro. Like,
Two people died.
two people have died, bro. Yeah, bro. Literally. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If you want to be blunt about it, two people passing that situation. If you're going to be that type of person who's like, oh, every day, man, wake up and just don't leave the yard, and you get me, put a dressing gown on every day, never get dressed.
Yeah.
You're as good as dead. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Life is for living. I'm not saying be happy as soon as they pass or anything, but I'm saying live your life. Like, life must go on. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And everyone's reality is a little bit different. That's the main thing. But I think it's just about, bro, like having, like you said, the peace with it.
Do you man think, Because what I think about when you're talking about like being at peace with it and people's worlds collapsing, I think about people dying suddenly. And oftentimes when people die suddenly and you don't get the chance to maybe say things you wanted to say or do things you wanted to do,
that's fair,
or maybe do things you had planned with this person, whoever it may be, I think that's where the kind of regret and the sorrow comes from, because it's like damn, I didn't get to do this, I didn't get to say this. But like when people maybe I'm thinking like cancer patients or like people with terminal illnesses who actually know they're gonna go soon.
Yeah, it's probably a better process to that. My mum had cancer, so I can touch on that.
It's a obviously there's still gonna be a grieving process, but
it starts earlier.
Exactly, and this is where you can maybe have those talks
100.
that you wouldn't have had previously, or maybe them words that your parents or your grandparents could have said to you to make you deal with it better. Like, listen, I know, like, my time's coming to an end, but that doesn't mean your time has to. And like some of those words can make it easier for you.
Make
to
the world
deal
a difference
with,
for sure going forward.
Knowing that someone's just passed suddenly, it's like I have to deal with this by myself now, and I'm not prepared for it. You know what I'm trying to say? So speak on that, Kai, as well. Like the process being.
I would say the process is it starts earlier. I don't know, did any of your parents pass suddenly, or was it like illness as well?
Both of them,
illness.
Like, something I had to witness.
So similar to man. So it's like the grieving for me starts earlier. Personally, in that I've never lost someone suddenly to know the difference, but it starts earlier. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because the information is given to you and then you digest it, and then, like you said, the person is still here but they're ill, so you kind of can work with that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like that for me was just like the key part for that was the support. Like, bro, man, just call my dad, call my brother, my older brother, call my grandma at the time. You're just able to speak to these people, and they're all, even though my mum and dad weren't together, obviously, they, it's the mother of his kids, so they're all going through grieving themselves, and they're all digesting that information as well. So it's kind of like, it sounds probably a bit far, but it's good to hear that, like, wow, my brother's also panicking in this way. My dad's also panicking in that way. I'm also panicking in that way. Obviously, we've all got our own little different relationship because, we're going to have different dynamics with my mum. But you all have the same feeling. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's not just like a out of nowhere. Because like I said, the day my mum passed, I was ready for it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Man, we're football training. I know it was a Friday. I won't forget because I was at training. Man, only trained on a Friday. So I remember. But it's because man just knew. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I know the type of person my mum was. She didn't want man just in the yard wallowing. So man's getting out, man. Man just needs to do something different. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then later on, the grieving comes and stuff like that hits you probably a bit harder. For me, it was a funeral. That's probably like the most hitting thing. But I don't know. It's difficult because some people will ignore the information that they're given beforehand. Yeah. So like you get told so-and-so's ill, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I think if you digest it and take it on board, it does make things not easier, but more not as hard hitting. Yeah.
What do you man think about funerals? Do you think the big send off is necessary?
Only black people do that nonsense, bro. Only black people do
the whole big send off.
Yeah, the brazy thing.
Do you think it's necessary, or like what's your
everyone's different.
Funerals?
That's all man's ever like. How black people do funerals.
Yeah, it's all man knows.
No,
I went to a white funeral before. Brazy, bro.
Like some
quick thing.
Quick thing. Extravagant, but some people's
quick half an hour.
It's quick in and out.
Yeah, quick half an hour. Wooden box thing.
Wow.
Calm though. Put me in personally, I can only speak for myself. Obviously, everyone's got different sort of wheels to be sent off, but put me in a wooden box, bro. Just put me in a wooden box and do what you want, bro. I'm dead. I've never understood the big funeral thing. Yeah. I'm dead. You want to spend bare peas on a casket? Man's dead.
But just slap some fours on me and send me.
Steady. I said steady in the Jordan 4s and said, yeah, bro, I'm dead. I'm even thinking about donating my body to science.
Really?
Oh, I'm dead.
People have a lot of stuff in their head about how they think they're gonna go and what they want their send off to be like. It's super morbid. But
would you want to know how you're gonna die firstly before you go there? Like, if someone could tell you. We kind of touched on it last week, like with the reading thing.
No, I wouldn't, because
you panic up till that event, innit? Would you want to know?
Not even up till that event.
As long as it ain't painful, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, if someone told you like, yeah, you're gonna. Oh, I don't even want to talk about this.
What,
man.
like,
This is
get
bad.
run over?
Yeah, or like in a crash. Like every time you get in your whip, you'll be like, "Is this the day?"
Yeah, I hear that still.
You know what I mean?
I can't tell you when, but this is what's gonna happen. Every time you do
so
that
I wouldn't
thing.
want to know. Still, man, we'll just leave it to God, and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's true still.
I'm
But
trying
yeah,
to see 100. Then I'm good. I'm
100, that's long, bro.
I wanna see 100.
You are a brazy.
Bro,
After about 80 something, take me, man. Quickly
wanna
as
see
well.
if
I
Cars
never
are
got
ever
that.
gonna
I
fly,
never
that's
got
it.
that perspective.
You're
like why
mad.
you'd want to die early.
Because man don't want to be brittle, bro. Man don't want to be that guy who's 100 with a walking stick. I don't want to be Prince Philip.
Hit the
My
gym.
dad, yeah. My
I don't wanna be
dad,
Prince
in his, not my dad, my granddad, yeah. He lives in Yard. He's in his late 80s.
Yeah,
bro.
so is my granddad.
And he walks.
My granddad's, yeah, no stick, full head of hair, no
Bro,
receding hairline.
serious,
but
fam.
he's got 2 wives. That's probably why. You got me. He spent 6 months.
That'll take man earlier,
Nah,
bro.
bro. For him, it's doing a justice. You get what I'm trying to say? My granddad's got a child younger than me.
That's nuts.
You get what I'm trying to say? So he's youthful. But if man's not like my granddad, I don't want to be here, bro. I'm at work sometimes and I'll see people at like 62,
secrets, bro.
61.
Here, I don't think you can.
Bro, they're all
I don't think you
looking
can live that.
75.
If you go back, home, wherever that is for whoever.
Again, y'all at 60s, I'm calling it a day.
Yeah, bro, we can't stay here
Yeah,
for long,
nah,
bro.
man, a hundo,
He
I
will
wanna see
eat
a
you up,
hundo
fam. Like,
still.
you get what I'm trying to say? He will eat you up. There's no enjoyment here at all, my guy.
Life after 100 though, that's crazy. I remember my great grandma, yeah. She died not long ago. It was like I think like 3 years ago. And she lived till she was 100, innit?
Yeah, that's
And a
30
bunch
still.
of like my family members went to Jamaica to
her up.
her birthday.
Of course,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? But like, bro, she seen her great
Yeah, it's mad
grandkids.
techie, innit?
You know what I'm saying? Like when she was around, yeah, when she was a kid, like there was no cars on the road.
Of course, of course.
Like that's how long she'd been alive.
Yeah.
And I just think like could you imagine how much she would have seen the world change from like her as a kid? There was no cars.
Now
Cars weren't even invented
brazy,
when
innit?
she was like a kid, yeah.
Horse and cart thing.
And then going from seeing like the invention of like
Phones, bro.
like smartphones
Electric,
and television
everything.
and electricity,
The
and
toilet.
just bare different stuff. You get what I'm trying to say? And then
Do you think she
cars,
used to
and
sit
then
in the shit in the ground?
I don't even know, you know.
That's all I want to see, bro. I want to see the world change. Bare blood.
Yeah, so do
If I wear a
that's
nappy,
right.
just kill me off, man. Big man thing. I'll go in Switzerland so I can do
But
euthanasia.
they don't call them nappies, you know. I forgot what they call
Well,
them.
I
They're
don't
not
wanna-
nappies
well,
though.
Just because gold people are wearing them, that's why they changed the name.
Yeah, they're not nappies, bro.
Nah, man,
It's
I don't
similar,
know,
but
Pull up diapers. You get me? All of them thing there.
there's an actual word for
I know
them.
what you're talking about because adults wear them now.
Yeah.
But if I obviously wearing a
But
nappy,
I don't mind, fam.
yeah,
If you
I'm
need
banging
help,
about
you need
wearing a
help,
nappy.
bro.
No, I'm banging about wearing a nappy. But if I get to the point where man just crepitous, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
His parents are just in the bed the whole day.
Yeah.
Just in the bed like that, and that tall man with the ticket, and they go, hey! They get their life back in that. But you see, for like the good 10 years while he was alive, the grandparents were in the bed just like that, drinking their
Yeah.
soup. Nah, brother, that's not a life, man.
I heard that still.
If man can't live,
But do you know what?
it's not life.
You see in like the next 50, 60 years, if man is in the bed and you're hunch up, bro, can you imagine what life like from a bed will be?
Dead.
If you can order shit to
Oh
your yard
it'll be
right
brazy.
now,
It'll be
it's gonna
brazy
be
soon.
mad,
then.
bro.
It'll be brazy soon.
You'll
But,
be able to order entertainment.
you know what's
Or
mad?
the food, or the entertainment, or the drinks, or the people.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what
true.
I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Do
Still,
all of that now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
No,
what
it's
I'm
true.
saying.
In
So
50, 60 years, it'll
in
be
60
further.
years, bro.
The metaverse is
it's gonna
coming
be
anyway,
lit.
man.
If you're bedbound, it's gonna be lit.
Nah, yeah.
It's gonna be lit.
I just don't know, like, if man wants to, like, hear man's grandkids coming in and just telling man the mad stories and that. Obviously, I can't get involved, but like,
You might be able to through VR.
True.
Aye, bro, it's
like,
gonna be lit.
Even something trivial, like my grandson
gonna be
saying,
lit.
"Oh, I scored a hat trick today on the weekend," or "Oh, your daughter saying, "Oh, man had a race and I won," or whatever.
Hear
And man just
this.
there, like,
Hear this.
is it?
In
Oh,
60
that's
years,
dead.
in 60 years, maybe less, yeah, man is gonna be able to. Where you going today?
What? Just Big Brother it.
Let me come.
Big Brother.
Yeah, you put on the shades. You know what I'm saying? You put on the glasses.
I'm
And
even thinking.
I'm with Kai today.
Yeah, I'm even
but
thinking.
I'm at home. You know what
I'm even
trying to
thinking
say?
they're gonna have things where like man can Big Brother it. So like you can like tap into your phone the location and there'll just be a camera in like Clapham Common. And like my grandson's playing football. Man can just watch him on the camera
Bro,
on man's phone.
it's gonna
You know
be
what I'm trying to
lit. From your yard, you'll be able to be anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
I guarantee
definitely. You're actually right. Still,
I guarantee you.
them man like Jeff Bezos are not gonna do that first and that.
Bro,
and
I'm
just take
telling
it from
you.
there.
So I want to live until 100 because I want to see what's going on in.